Welcome back to Pyramid Lake Games. Let's talk about the concept of emergent NPCs and how that impacts the game world for your players. Well, that's embarrassing. So the concept of an NPC having its own mood that's impacted by the world around them and not necessarily the player really creates this ability for emergent gameplay. So if we kind of just walk over here, this is a really quick example. We get closer, you can start to hear this guy. Well, there's actually someone coming over here. So this guy is robot dancing to the music on his boombox, and the player behind him, the NPC, heard it, and they're happy. So they came over and they actually started to dance. I think they're twerking, but so every character, based on their mood, their personality, what's going on in that moment, as they pass other characters and what they're doing, they will actually interact differently, and it can actually influence the mood of that NPC. So this one is happy right now, but maybe by the time it's done and leaves, it'll have star eyes, which means it's the happiest it could possibly be. They're just going to dance forever, I guess. Somebody is coming up here that's angry, so we'll see how they interact. This person changed up their dance. They're all right. They're just having a good old time. So because they weren't in a hurry going somewhere, they were happy, they stopped and decided to start dancing and enjoying the music. We'll see how long they stay there. They've been there for a good 30 seconds or so already. See, look at this. Now this person's angry. They came up and started yelling at them, or yelling at the space around them. I don't know what they were doing, but they're not amused that this guy's out here dancing with loud music. So they stopped and yelled. They showed their anger towards this, and then they turned and walked another way. This person too, they're angry. They may just choose to ignore it because their personality, they're not angry. They don't want to start a confrontation with somebody, so they just ignored it and kept going. Maybe they stopped. Man, there's a lot of angry people today, so let's see what they do. They kept going. This person, see what they do. And they kept going too. They got places to be, I guess. But the concept of the emergent NPC is really that instead of making things change based on the actions of a player, like if you've completed a task or a quest, or you've gone to a location or talked to this one character to trigger those things, you can really explore this sandbox, Saturday Morning Sandbox, this open world environment. And every time you play, it's going to be a little bit different, because you may race around the corner in a car and then see the police chasing a criminal because that criminal crashed their own car or something and they're trying to get away. So you never really know what's going to happen, which makes this game, increases the replayability, even the streamability of a game. And you can see this guy over here, he's happy. So he just started dancing, I guess. I don't know what he's doing, but he's having a good old time too. And and then he had a heart attack, I guess. I'll have to check that out. Now he's clapping. He's happy he fell over. I don't know what's going on. That guy that was angry didn't even stop to say hello to the dancer, and now the dancer's mood just was negatively impacted too. So there's a lot of different situations. He'll probably end up just leaving now at some point, because he's either tired out or he's tired of people not stopping to dance with him. I'm not sure. The biggest takeaway is that as soon as players believe they know what's going to happen, and that does happen in your game, they disconnect. You've got the players that want to complete tasks, they want to complete the narrative, they want to complete achievements, whatever it is, they're completionists. And then there's these other players that may have interest in that, but it's really just about what happens if I do this, or can I get up to this part of the level that I don't think I'm supposed to, but can I? Can I find a way to ramp a car off of this? Can I go and talk to this random player? This person playing the guitar in the park, what happens if I go up to them and try to talk to them, or I start to dance, or what happens if I do any number of things? And when you can surprise the player with some kind of interaction that's organic, believable, and surprising like that, then you've created something that they'll remember for a long time, and they may want to share it with their friends. And it's even better if they're streaming the game live with their fans, because now they've all experienced that together, and it's like, oh man, can you believe that just happened? I'm going to go try to do that same thing with this other character and see what happens. And it may not happen that way. And then they start to really dissect, why did that happen? How can we make that happen again? And other people want to share that experience. And that's what makes a game so special. That's what I got for you today. Just a quick run through of what I'm working on for Saturday Morning Sandbox and some of the Emergent AI, the smart NPC logic that I'm doing. And just some quick recommendations for how that may impact the player's experience with your own game. If you're working on anything fun that has smart NPCs or anything like that, leave a comment down below, share your video, share your game, your Steam link with everybody else. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time.